How could you, Kevin Smith? Stephen White, Seabart's 89. Yes. So, there are new, I was going to say rumours about He-Man Revelations, or Master Universe Revelation, but they're actually not rumours, they've been proven. They were rumours for a short while, which were denied, but they were then proven, and I've seen it myself. So Kevin Smith keeps talking and keeps lying, and it's just really offensive. So they did a interview somewhere, I don't know where it was originally, where they were talking to Kevin Smith about the show, and he asked the guy talking, I don't know who the hell he was, who his favourite character was, and he said Orko. So Kevin Smith's response was quite animated. He got really excited. He said, great, because when we were developing the show, we discovered, because of course he's not a fan, he wouldn't know, through research or someone else telling him, he was told that everyone hated Orko, and Orko was the worst character, no one liked him, they thought he ruined the show. He was saying 75 to 25 people hated Orko. So based on that, he decided to kill the character. But he didn't want to just kill the character, he wanted to make it as horrible and excruciating as possible. So after he decided to make the character, improve the character, which there's of course no proof he achieved this, but that was his intention. And he said he wanted to take, show the character as broken and saddened, so he wanted a broken, sadder version of the character that was going to somehow be more likable, and he was going to make everyone love him and then kill him just to really hurt people. I mean, what kind of a sadistic freak are you that you want to take a character, first off you want to kill a character, a beloved character. They're not your toys. You're just playing with them. You didn't make them. You have no right to kill them. I mean, you can reposition them here and there on the chessboard, but you really don't have a right to kill other people's characters. Lou Scheimer, this was his favourite character. Orko was his favourite character. He voiced it. So it's really like it's a real slap in the face to the original creators of He-Man. And Masters Universe, but that was his intention. That's what he wanted to do. So he puts this video up. It's about 3.5 minutes in where he says this, and he goes on about how he killed the character. It's at the end of the 4th episode, so spoilers. And he wanted people to basically hate him for killing the character. So I'm like, what kind of show are you trying to create? Where you try and make characters people like and kill them just to upset them. And you change characters, like they made Teela heartless and cold, and they made Evil Lynn soft. So Evil Lynn, everyone loved her because she was evil, so he makes her soft. Teela, of course, they make her in, and they've been denying it for ages, but, I mean, Sarah Michelle Gellar was in the second part of this video, because I've seen the video, because that was the other thing. They immediately took the video down and re-uploaded a different video, which deleted the part where he said he killed Orko. And then they denied that it even happened, and it was even happening, so they lied about it. And this was all over the place, and of course, certain people like Clownfish Media were saying that this happened, or it was rumoured that it was happened, people were saying it was happened, and they, of course, insulted them and said they're all liars and all that. And then someone pointed out Dailymotion, and the video was on Dailymotion. I watched it on Dailymotion myself, and he does indeed say at 3.5 minutes he's going to kill Orko because everyone hated the character, and he wanted to make the character likable and then kill him so it would hurt people. So I don't understand why talk so much, why open your mouth, cause so much trouble, then lie about it, try and cover it up, not even well, say people are lying when they're not, insult people's integrity and say they're making up rumours like myself when they're not. I mean, not me personally, but people who are saying the same thing I were told that they were making it up and lying, and none of us were. And they weren't with this one either, but yet they were saying they were. When not only do you not cover it up properly, but it's all going to be revealed in a few days anyway. But I guess it doesn't matter if you've already paid for the subscription and you've seen it. It doesn't matter if you don't like it or the truth comes out then, because you've already paid and they just want to get your subscription. That's all it is. All these people saying just watch it and make up your mind. Well, that's the trick, isn't it? Getting people to sign up to the subscription, pay the money, and watch it. It doesn't matter if you disappoint them. It doesn't matter if you don't deliver what you promise. As long as you get their money and you get them to sign up, that's all they care about. And that's what this is. And it's so offensive. I mean, God, why couldn't... I mean, they made Orko likeable in the... or more likeable. I liked Orko. More, I guess, cooler or whatever in the 2002 series. And they're really trying to denounce the 2002 series and not acknowledge it, because it's so much better than what they're doing. they actually tried to maintain the characters. They tried to maintain and build on the mythology, and they did a really good series. This show is not that, and they just don't want people. It's just. I mean, I read the prequel comic, and none of the characters are anything like they were in the series. It doesn't feel at all like a continuation of the series. They're saying it's a continuation of the series. It's not. They're saying it's not a sequel, it's a continuation. Well, a sequel is a continuation, and this was promised to be a direct continuation, and it doesn't feel like that at all. I'm going to do a proper review video of the comic, but like King Randor isn't taken seriously by Melina. She treats him like an idiot. He-Man just goes to violence immediately. God, what was the name of the ancient... King Grayskull, whatever. He turns to violence immediately. They explain Castle Grayskull. They explain all these things. So they demystify things that were mysterious, and they just all about ruin everything. And I'm like, how can it not be your intention? You're doing such a great job of ruining everything. And I mean, Sarah Michelle Gellar goes on about how Teela, is the heart and soul and the centre and of everything. They're still denying that the show is a Teela spin-off and it's about Teela and He-Man isn't in it. They're still denying it, but yet they have her saying how she's the centre of everything, she's the soul of everything, she's the reason the whole show exists, basically. And saying how they changed that character and they changed Evelyn's character, and like I said, they made her soft and they made Teela hard, and they've just made a mess out of it, and it's going to be horrible. And I know everyone's saying, the animation looks good. I'm like, well, the animation really doesn't count for much if there's no soul, if there's no story, if there's no heart, if there's nothing you enjoy or want to return to, if the characters aren't who you remember them to be and who you loved. Like the original Masters of the Universe, as people have pointed out, didn't have the best animation. It did have the best animation as far as the style and the character designs, but the actual quality, of course, they had to scrimp on a lot of stuff because they didn't have a lot of money, and they were the last active cartoon studio actually animating things in America. They held those jobs for as long as they could before it got sent off internationally somewhere. So the fact that they skipped corners, they reused footage, stuff like that, that doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters if the soul is there. And this thing is soulless. As far as I can see, it wasn't made by fans. The people don't love the characters. They just love their version of what they're doing. It's all about them, typical narcissistic Hollywood actor types. There's no one, behind the wheel making sure this is actually a real He-Man show. And it's just really depressing, because I really wanted to revisit He-Man. I thought it would be nice. I'm a optimistic, trusting person. So when someone says, I'm going to give you a product, I believe them. I don't automatically assume anything bad or negative. But when I see it, I'm sure as hell going to talk about it. And then you get told, you're cynical. You just want to hate it. All these negative comments I've gotten from people on my He-Man videos, which every single one is the absolute truth. Everything I've said has been seen in the scenes that have been leaked out, or the actual trailers, or Kevin Smith has said in writing or an interview. But yet I'm being told I'm a liar, I hate the show, just watch it, just shut up and watch it, just shut up and consume, basically. No. I would have been very happy to have signed on to Netflix and watched a continuation of the original Filmation He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. That's not what this is, that's not what we're getting, and no, I will be watching it, but I won't be paying for it on Netflix. And I hope a lot of people do that, and I know that's wrong. And I have no say. I can't control anyone doing that. But I just want them to fail. And it's just horrible. Like, something you love, you want to fail. And the only good thing is it's not the same show. It's not the same universe. It's not the same license. Nothing they do in the show matters. So they're not really killing this Orko. This Orko is going to live forever. They cannot touch Filmation. The people who own those rights will not let them touch it, thank God. And it's going to stay as it was, with no ending, just going on forever. And I'm very happy with that. The other Orko from the new series, they changed anyway. He's got weird eyes and he's all damaged and torn up and looks like a mess. They kill him. They don't kill this Orko. This Orko, like I said, will live forever. No one can kill my Orko. No one can ruin my childhood. It's safely in my memory. It's happened. but they sure as hell can stop me from revisiting it and enjoying that, and they have done that. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and have a look at my review of the prequel comic. I'm kind of hoping to get the second issue before I do. I don't think there's any chance of that happening, so I'm just going to review the first issue. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and don't subscribe to Netflix. Just listen to people like me reviewing it, and we'll tell you what happens. You don't need to give them any money and give them any incentive to keep raping the brand, basically. Bye.